It's a war down here between. It's a war out here and it's crying, y'all. It's a war out here between love and hate. It's a war down here, yo. It's a war between pussy and dick. It's a war out here. It's a lot of confusion in this world today, y'all. It's a war out here. It's a war out here between one another. It's a war. It's so much killing in this world today. It's a war. It's a war out here. There's a lot of molestation out here. It's a war. It's a war. Father, it's a war down here. Loving each other, it's a war out here between love and hate. It's a war out here, y'all. It's a war out here between love and hate. It's a war out here between pussy and dick. It's a war out here. It's a war out here. It's a war out here. We gonna become lovers of our own self. It's a war out here, y'all. Father, help me in this war out here. Help me to love you, Lord, Father. I gotta love you, Father, because it's a war out here. It's a war out here. It's a war between my Father up above and his demonized devils out here. It's a war, yeah, it's a war out here. If you want to sharpen me, I didn't come here with no communication, no education, none of this, y'all. But it's a war out here between love and hate. It's a war out here between love and hate. It's a war out here between pussy and dick. It's a war out here. All this confusion in this world today. It's a war out here. It's a war out here. It is a war out here. It's a war cry. People think they better than anybody else, but I'm going to tell you something. Ain't nobody better than nobody down here on this poor land. If you look back at your own shit before you start throwing some shit and shade at one another. And what you eat would never make me shit. But it is a war out here. Between my Father above and these demonized devils, it's a war out here. It's a war cry. It is a war cry. Love makes a difference in my Father's eyesight, and it makes a difference in my sight. It's a war.